Ethereum developers had their usual all-core developers consensus call on October. From the meeting, they decided the tiling for the Devnet 10 launch could happen earlier than initially it projected. Although the ECDC call number 119 focused on the Denkun upgrade, the developers considered discussing the health and status of the latest developer testnet Devnet 9 as a priority alongside Devnet 10. For the unfamiliar, Devnet 9 launched on 29 September as a way to improve the network participation rate on the blockchain. The network participation rate is defined as the percentage of validators actively carrying out their duties on the network. During the meeting, the developers noted that the network participation rate was impressively high at 90%. However, Barnabas Busa, a DevOps engineer for the Ethereum Foundation, mentioned that there were a few bugs with Devnet 9, especially in the execution layer. For context, the execution layer is the part of the network responsible for validating the state in the block header. Meanwhile, the Ethereum Foundation seemed to be working on fixing the bug, as Geth developer Marius van der Vidden said that he was working on updating the block generator for the execution layer. Next on the agenda was the Devnet 10, which is primarily to check the next maximum epic churn limit in EIP 7514. EIP 7514 is designed to slow down the growth of the active validator set by tracking the soaring levels of staked ETH. Over at the same time, and at the time of writing Sentinel showed that the number of validated deposits was 1026. This was a notable decrease from the highs registered some weeks back. Therefore, the bomb decline means that the objectives for Devnet 10 may already be set in motion. As expected, Ethereum's development activity has started to rise again. A development activity means the code committed by developers toward upgrades on a network. Over the past month, the metric tumbled, so the slight rise implies that developers were starting to get back to polishing the network. Or as per Devnet 10, Parthos Giant Fee, another DevOps engineer at the foundation, mentioned that it could launch as early as next week. The Berlin-based developer, however, mentioned that the time frame could be subject to the quickness of solving outstanding bugs and issues. Busal also weighed in on the matter, saying, "I would like to see all clients being able to participate and no more bugs on Devnet 9 before we proceed with the larger test. We should have a very, very stable, like 100% participation before we move on." Regarding the Denkun final upgrade, the Cal Sherman Tinbeko restated that the public testnet would happen before Ethereum's Instable conference in mid-November called DevConnect.